Hello, all my dear students. Welcome to Sri Jain's Rank Zone classes. Students, my name is Ajay Gulati, and I am your friend and mentor for the mathematics portion, or I can say for the quantitative aptitude portion. This is what is the name for mathematics. Students, as you can see on the screen, we will be doing the geometry chapter in this class. So, my dear students, let's start with class 11. Geometry. Okay, what are we going to discuss? Previously, we have discussed the property. First of all, if this is a chord, all these angles subtended by this chord will be equal on one side of the circle. One thing, and second is this is a circle. If this angle is theta, this angle will be theta by 2, or I can say if this angle is 2 theta, then this angle will be theta. Okay, dear students, let's move ahead. O is the circumcircle of a triangle ABC. If angle BAC is equal to 50 degree, then angle BOC is C, students. First of all, we have a circle which this circle, what does this circle do? What does this circle do? This circle encompasses a triangle ABC. ABC. This circle is the circumcircle of that triangle. Angle BAC is equal to 50 degree. Then what is angle BOC? What will angle BOC be, dear student? BOC will be C. If this is theta, this angle is 2 theta, or 2 into 50 degree, you can say 100 degree. Okay, dear students, let's take the next one. The next question we have is length of the chord of a circle is equal to the radius of the circle. Okay, see, this is the radius. Let's say this is the center, this is the radius, this is again the radius, this is the radius. Length of the chord of a circle is equal, this is the length of the, this is the chord, the length of this chord is r. Now the angle with this chord subtend in the major segment of the circle is c. This portion is called the, if this is a circle and this is a chord, the smaller portion is called the minor segment, the larger portion is called the major segment, this portion. Okay, so if this angle, what will be this angle? This angle will be 60 degree. How come? All the sides are equal, therefore it becomes an equilateral triangle. Now when it becomes an equilateral triangle, let me take any point over here. What will happen? If at the center this angle is 60 degree, this will be 30 degree. I'm sure it is clear to all of you. Okay, dear students, so far clear? Let's move ahead. On the minor arc is C, dear students. This is like this. We have a chord of a circle that is equal to the radius of the circle. Fine. Let's say this is the center of the circle O. This is the radius. This is also the radius. This is the chord of the circle. This is R. This is R. Given this is also R. Subtended arc at any point on the minor arc is. This is a good question now. So angle subtended at the minor arc. See, first of all, this angle will be how much? 60 degree. Why? Because this is an equilateral triangle. Okay, because this is an equilateral triangle. Next, we know this is our, what will be the angle subtended by this particular chord at any point on the major segment? Over here it will be how much? If this is 60, this will be half, this will be 30 degree. Now this is 30 degree. If this is 30 degree, what will happen? What will happen? the angle over here, this will be, see, these are opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. We have discussed this property initially only. If this is a cyclic quadrilateral, okay, anything like this, if this is angle x and this is angle y, so x plus y will be equal to 180 degrees. So 30 and 150. 30 plus 150 will be equal to 180 degree. Okay, dear students. Fine, I hope it is clear to all of you. Let's move ahead. Let's take the next one. The next question we have is, let O be the center of a circle. A, B, C, D are 4 points on the circumference of the circle in the given order such that angle AOC is equal to 30 degrees and the measure of angle ABC and ADC are. Look, dear students, first let me take a circle. I take a circle as big as I can. This is a circle. A, B, C, D, let's say, are the 4 points. A, B, C, D are the 4 points. Angle AOC, this is the center of the circle. This angle AOC. Okay, let me take A over here. Suppose this is AO, then OC. This angle is 130 degree. Now the question becomes very easy. This is a cyclic quadrilateral like this. First, I will find this angle Y. I will complete the figure, no doubt. Okay. If this is 130 degree, this is at the center. What will be the angle at this side? It will be half of this. That will be 65 degree. Okay, dear student, that will be 65 degree. If this is 65 degree, what will be the angle at this side? These are the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. When these are opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral, what will their sum be? Their sum will be 180. So this angle will be 180 minus 65 degree or 115 degree. Do we have any such option, 65 and 115? First of all, angle ABC. Angle ABC is 115 degree. 115 degree. Angle ADC is 65 degree. Clearly done. Okay. Let's move towards the next one. In triangle ABC, angle ABC is equal to 70 degree. Angle BCA is equal to 40 degree. O is the point of intersection of the perpendicular bisector of the sides. Then angle BOC is, see, if somebody says me O is the point of perpendicular bisectors. O is the point of intersection of the perpendicular bisectors. Then angle BOC we have to find. Okay, if O is the point of intersection of perpendicular bisectors, then O is actually the circumcenter. Then O is actually the circumcenter. So let me draw a circle. When O is the circumcenter, so I will draw a circle. This is a circle. Okay. Angle ABC is equal to 70 degree. BCA is equal to 40 degree. See, let's say I take a point from here. Angle ABC is equal to 70 degree. BCA is equal to 40 degree. Okay. So like this, suppose I draw. This is 70 degree. This is 40 degree. So automatically this angle will also be 70 degree. Sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Okay. So these two sides will come out to be equal. Angle BOC, you have to determine angle BOC. Okay, dear students, what will happen if this angle is 70 degree? This angle BOC, this will be how much? This is 70. At the center, it will be double of 70. Double of 70 is 140 degree. I'm sure this is clear to everyone. Okay, let's move ahead. I'm looking for the next question. Just give me a second, dear students. O is the circumcenter of the triangle ABC. We have O as the circumcenter of a triangle ABC. Okay, we have a triangle ABC. Since there are circumcenter involved, I drew a circle myself. Now O is the circumcenter of triangle ABC. Angle BAC is equal to 85 degree. BCA is equal to 75 degree. Okay, BCA is equal to 75 degree. BAC is equal to 85 degree. Automatically this third angle will be how much? 75 plus 85 is how much? 160. So this third angle will be 20 degree. Then the value of angle OAC, this is B. OAC, now dear students, we have to determine this angle O. This is OAC. You need to determine this angle. For determining this angle, dear students, what you will do is, see, this angle is 20 degree. If this is 20 degree, what will happen? This angle will be double of 20. This will be 40 degree. Okay, this angle will be 40 degree. Fine, so far clear. Okay, center double. Now this is the radius, this is also the radius. So as a result, what will happen? This is R, this is R, this angle is 40 degree. So these two sides are equal. Therefore, by isosceles triangle property, equal sides then equal angles. These two will be equal to 70 degree. We were asked this angle will be 70 degree. Okay, dear students, clear to all of you? Fine. Let's take the next one. You can have a look over it if you want to. Should I move to the next one? Sorry. Yeah. The next question is two circles with center at P and Q intersect at B and C. A and D are the points on the circle such that A, C, D are collinear. Fine. A, C, D are collinear. Let me draw the two circles first. Let me take two equal circles. I take one circle. I copy this. These two circles I have taken. The two circles with centers P and Q, this is point P, this is point Q, intersect at B and C. This is point C. Then ACD are collinear. Let's take points from ACD. This is point A, this is point C, this is D. I drew a line because these are told to be collinear. Angle APB is equal to 130 degree. Okay, just for the sake, I assume the circle center to be here. Okay, now this is one, this is another, or should I take the points like this, like this? Okay, this is the center. Assume angle APB is equal to 130 degree. Angle BQO is equal to X. This is not BQO, this is BQD actually. There has been a typing mistake. Angle BQD is equal to X. Then the value of X is C. This angle supposes X. You have to find this X. Not that tough actually, students. So what I'll do, I'll draw a line here. Let me take a different pen for this. I drew a line over here. This angle will be, if this is 130, here it will be half of this, half of it will be 65 degree. Okay, done. This angle is 65 degree. Then my dear students, what this angle will be? See, sum of these two will be 180. If this is 65, this becomes 115 degree. Now, what will this angle be? See, this BD is the chord which is subtending this angle at the center and half of this over here. So this becomes 115 double. Double of 115 will give you 230. Now is the main thing, students. You need to determine, is there any option 230? No. So you need to refine this reflex angle. Reflex angle BQD, that will be 360 degree minus 230 degree or 130 degree. This will be your answer. I am sure it must be clear to all of you. You can have a look over it if you want to. So let's move to the next one. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral with angle A and B. This angle C and D you have to determine. Okay, I hope it appears this is an easy one. See, you are given a cyclic quadrilateral with angle A 50 degree. Suppose this is A, angle B 80 degree. This I take, let's say, let me a bit realistic. This is 50 degree. This angle is 80 degree. Okay, this angle is 80 degree. Now everything is clear. The moment you get these two angles in a cyclic quadrilateral, this angle will be what? See, angle D will be how much? Angle D will be 180 minus 80 degree, 100 degree. Angle C will be how much? That will be 180 degree minus 50 degree or 130 degree. Do we actually need to draw the diagram, students? The moment you see A is equal to 100, C will be 130. The moment you see B is equal to 80, the moment you see that B is equal to 80, what you will do? The moment you see B is equal to 80, D will be what? D will be 100 degree. I hope all this is clear to all of you. Okay, you can have a look over it if you want to. Let me move ahead now. I hope so far everyone is understanding each and everything. Fine. Let's move ahead now. If an exterior angle of a cyclic quadrant be 50 degree, then the interior opposite angle is. Student, I want you to learn the result. The interior opposite angle will be equal to 50 degree. Let me show you how. This is a circle. I draw any cyclic quadrilateral over here like this, like this, like this, like this. Now what happens is this angle is, let's say, 50 degree. Okay, this angle will be what? This angle will be by the property of linear pair 180 minus 50 degree. Whatever this angle is, dear students, okay, this is 180 minus 50 degree. Now, what will this angle be? This angle will be 180 minus 180 minus 50 degrees. So it will come out to be 180 minus 180 plus 50 degrees. So this will come out to be 50 degree. This is A, B, C, D. This angle is 50 degree directly. So the exterior angle is equal to, learn it, the interior opposite angle. The exterior angle in a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to the opposite interior angle. Interior opposite angle. Clear? Let's take the next one. The next question we have, ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral and O is the center of the circle. Let's draw a circle. Let's say this is a point A. Here there is a point B. Then we have a point C, and finally we have a center at O. Here there is a point C. Let's say there is a point D. A, B, C, C. I join this D. A cyclic quadrant. O is the center of the circle. This O is the center of the circle. Angle BAC. BAC. Okay, this angle. Angle BAC is equal to 40 degree. Angle BAC is equal to 40 degree. Angle COD. This angle is equal to 140 degree. Then the value of angle BCD is, you have to determine this angle. Angle BCD. See students, this angle is 140 degree. This 140 degree is being made by DC. DC subtends angle BOC at center. DC subtends angle BOC at center. Therefore, angle DAC will be equal to angle DOC divided by 2. That is 140 divided by 2, or 70 degree. Fine. This is 70. This is 40. So this total is how much? This total is 110 degree. Fine. This total is 110. Now if this total is 110, this is this is one angle of a cyclic quadrilateral. So this angle will be how much? This angle will be 180 degree minus 70 degree. 180 degree minus 110 degree. Okay. Why 110? Because this is 110. So 180 these two will sum up to give you 180. So 180 minus 110 will give you 70 degree. Angle BCD is equal to 70 degree. I hope all this is clear to everyone. Okay. Next one we have. Let's see. You can have a look over it if you want to. Fine. Let's see the next one. Good one. This is ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. I take a circle. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. AB and DC are produced to meet at P. I take two chords AB and DC. Let's say this is AB, then this is DC. I join them. This is A, B, C, D. AB and DC are produced to meet at a point P. If angle ADC, if angle ADC is equal to 70 degree and angle DAB is equal to 60 degree, DAB is equal to 60 degree, then angle PBC plus angle PCB is PBC, okay, PBC plus PCB. You have to determine these two angles. Students, it's very easily, actually these two angles will be equal to sum of these two, that is 130 degree. How come this is 60? We just discussed in the previous question. This is the exterior opposite angle will be equal to this angle. This is 60 degree. This will be equal to, this will be equal to 70 degree. So what is their sum? 60 degree plus 70 degree will combine together to give you 130 degree. This is your answer. Shall I move ahead, dear students? Let's take the next one. Now let's take a good question. You can read it if you want to. A, B, and C are 3 points on a circle such that angles subtended by the chords AB and AC at center O are 90 and 110 respectively. Angle BAC is. You have to find angle BAC. Okay, dear students. First, let me draw a circle. Angle subtended by the chord this is the center, suppose AB at the center. This is AB. Angle subtended by this is 90 degree. Then AB and AC. Let's say I take a point D over here. This is point C. This subtends the angle of how many degrees? 110 degrees. You have to determine angle BAC. You have to determine what will be this angle. So students, it's actually easy. If you need to determine angle BAC, what will BAC be? This is 90, this is 110, this is 200 degree. So this angle will be how much? This angle will be 160 degree. Why? Because if you sum them up, you will get 180 degree. Okay, angle BAC, you have to tell angle BAC. Now if this is 160 degree, so this angle will be what? Half. Why? Because B and C subtend an angle of 160 degree at the center. So at any point of the circumference will be 160 by 2, that is 80 degree. I hope it's clear to everyone. Okay, let's move ahead. You can have a look at it if you want to. Let me take the next one now. I take a circle. O is the center and arc ABC subtend an angle of 130 degree at O. And arc ABC. Let's say now we have an arc ABC like this. This is A, this is B, and this is our point C. Subtend an angle of 130 degree at the center. This angle will be how much? 130 degree. AB is extended to P. This AB is extended to P. Then angle PBC is you have to determine. I'm sorry. You have to determine this angle. See students, is actually not that tough. This is 130 degree at the center. So I can say AC subtend an angle of 130 degree at the center. So anywhere else, they will be subtending what angle? They will be subtending half of this. Okay, half of 130. What is half 130? 65 degree. So this is 65 degree. Now this is exterior opposite angle. This is what exterior opposite, and we have discussed this twice thrice. Exterior opposite angle is equal to the interior opposite angle. That will give me 65 degree. Only this is your answer. Okay, is it clear? I hope that makes sense for everyone. Let's take the next one now. Quadrilateral ABCD circumscribes a circle. Okay, let me draw a quadrilateral first. Let me take any random quadrilateral. Suppose I take a quadrilateral like this. Any quadrilateral, it does not matter what sort of quadrilateral that is. This is general quadrilateral, okay. Whether it is trapezium or not, it hardly matters to anyone. Now what I do, I'll draw a circle. A, B, C, D. AB circumscribes a circle. AB is equal to 6, okay. CD is equal to 5. AD is equal to 7. Then the length of BC is X. Okay. Now what we have, this is a property of a of a quadrilateral inscribed in a circle. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the circle is over here. Okay. Yeah. This is the circle. Suppose. Okay. Now this is the property that if I take the sum of opposites AB and CD. Okay. AB plus CD will be equal to BC plus AD. Students, can you remember this? AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. Whenever a quadrilateral circumscribes a circle, then the sum of opposite pair of sides is equal. Opposite pair of sides is equal. I hope I'm clear to all of you. Okay. Let's take the next one. BC is the diameter of a circle. AB is equal to AC is equal to 3. Find the radius of a circle. Very, very, very easy. Look, I take a circle and then I will draw a diameter. I take a diameter. This is the diameter. Now BC is the diameter and AB is equal to AC. This is A. If this is X, this is X. We have discussed this property initially when we started. If in any any right angle triangle, see this angle will be 90 degree. If this side is X, this side is X, then the side opposite to 90 degree is X root 2. This is the property. Okay. AB is equal to AC is equal to 3. So this diameter will be equal to 3 root 2. Find the radius of the circle. So BC is equal to diameter is equal to 3 root 2. Now, what will be the radius? Radius will be 3 root 2 divided by 2. That is equal to, therefore, radius is equal to 3 upon Root 2 quite easily done, quite easily demonstrated. I hope it is clear to all of you. Should I move ahead? Did I do some mistake? Yeah, done. Okay. Clear to everyone? Next one. BC is the diameter of a circle and O is the center. AO is equal to OC is equal to AC. All of them are 3. Okay, let's start the question first. BC is the diameter of the circle. Okay. B, sorry, this, let's say BC is the diameter of the circle. The next thing is OC, AC, all are 3. AO, this is the center. This is, let's say, a point. A, AO is equal to OC. AO is equal to OC is equal to AC and all are 3. This is 3, this is 3, this is 3. What will happen, dear friends? What does it mean? It means all these are radius, all these are equal. When AO, look, AO is equal to OC is equal to AC, all these are how much? 60 degree. Fine, find AB. You have to find the length of this AB. Again, dear students, look, this is a radius, this is also radius, this is also radius, so all these are equal, these are radius. This angle is 120 degree. We have discussed this property many times. What happens is, dear students, if in a triangle these two sides are equal and this angle is given to you, okay, this angle is given to you, if this is r, this is r, this will be r root 3. Therefore AB will be equal to r root 3 or 3 root 3. This is your answer. AB will be equal to 3 root 3. I hope that makes sense and it is clear to all of you. Okay, you can have a look over it before I proceed to the next question. AB is the diameter of a circle with center O. The tangent at C meet AB produced at Q. If angle CAB is equal to 34 degree, then measure of angle CBA is, you have to determine angle CBA. See, it's not that tough. Look, let me draw a circle. AB is the diameter of a circle. This is the diameter of a circle with center at O. The tangent at C meets AB produced at Q. Let's say the tangent at C meets AB produced at Q. Let's say it meets AB produced at Q. The tangent from here. So let's say this is the point C. Now this is the point C. The tangent at the point C meets AB produced at Q. If angle CAB is equal to 34 degree, this is A, this is B, CAB is equal to 34 degree angle CBA. You have to determine this angle. Okay, dear students. See, first of all, if I join these, if I join this, what will happen? But the fact of the matter is that, students, you don't need to join this. Remove this. Why? Because you have a diameter. Whenever you have a diameter, the angle subtended by the diameter is 90 degree. The angle subtended by the diameter is 90 degree. The moment you see this 90 degree, what will happen? This is 90, this is 34. This angle will be how much? This angle will be 90 minus 34 degree or 56 degree, quite easily demonstrated. Okay, let's move towards the next one. The next question we have is, if AB is equal to 5, AC is equal to 12, and AB perpendicular to AC. Okay, we have a right triangle. Then the radius of the circumcircle of triangle AB is, I have to I have a triangle and I need to circumscribe it. Okay, see, let's say I take a circle first in order to explain you other from the next time whenever this sort of question comes, I will leave it. I will solve it directly. This is circle. You have a circle. Here you take a triangle. I connect it like this. Okay. Now AB is perpendicular to AC. This is AB. This is perpendicular to AC. Here there is a 90 degree. So in the moment you see a 90-degree angle in a circle, okay, what it will become? This means this will become diameter. This is what this is, diameter. Why? Because a diameter subtends a 90-degree angle. Because a diameter subtends a 90-degree angle. So this diameter is equal to 2r. Obviously you know that. Now what happens, my dear students? This side is given to you. AB is equal to 5, AC is equal to 12. By the direct use of Pythagoras triplets, this 5, this 12, I can get it 5, 12, and 13 triplet. So therefore, what I can say, this diameter is equal to 13. Okay, 2r is equal to 13. This implies r is equal to 13 by 2. R is equal to 13 by 2. I'm sure it is clear to all of you. Okay, let's move ahead. Let us take the next question. Let it be here only, but let's take the next question. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral and AD is diameter. If see, first let me draw a circle. Is a cyclic quadrilateral and AD is the diameter. Okay, I take this AD as the diameter. Let's say this is A, this is D. Okay, AD is the diameter. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. AD is the diameter. If angle DAC is equal to 55 degree. DAC, from here I take, let's say this is the point. ABCD is a quadrant. Okay. DAC is equal to 55 degree. Let's say this is the point C. Here I take DAC is equal to 55 degree. Then the value of angle ABC is, you have to tell this angle. Okay. Suppose this is ABC. Now let me complete the cyclic quadrilateral. It appears to be a figure like this. Fine, you have to tell this angle. The moment I see students at diameter, the moment I read a diameter, my first reaction will be to make a 90-degree angle. We have already discussed, if this is a circle and this is the diameter, whatever angle this diameter makes, it will be 90 degree. Again over here also it will be 90 degree. This is 90 degree, this will be how much? 45 degree. How come this will be 45? This will be 180 minus 90 plus 55. This is 45. Now my dear students, if this is 45 degree, these are opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. So this angle will be how much? This will be 180 minus 45 degree or 135 degree. So if I am not doing a mistake, sorry, this angle is 35 degree. So this will be 90 minus 35. That will be 145 degree. Okay, fine. Let's move ahead. You can have a look over it if you want to. The first question we have is, in the given figure, O is the center of the circle and angle OQR is equal to 50 degree. Angle OQR is equal to 50 degree. Then what is the value of angle RPQ? RPQ, you have to determine this angle. Okay, dear students, I think I should increase, you have read the question, I should increase the size of the diagram so that I may easily explain you the question. You have read the question and just some part of the question will be cropped now. See dear students, it is like this. This angle is equal to 50. Fine. This angle will also be 50. In that figure given below, O is the center of the circle and angle QOR is equal to 50 degree. Then what is the value of angle RPQ? See dear students, you can solve it by two methods. First method is this angle. This angle will be how much? This angle will be 80. How come 80? Sum of three angles of a triangle is 180. These are 100, so this will be 80. Now this is the exterior angle of a triangle. If this is the exterior angle of a triangle like this, and this exterior angle is 80, these two are radius. This is this, these two are radii. So when these two sides are equal, these angle will be equal. These angle will be equal, okay? If these angle will be equal, what will happen? This is the exterior angle. So 80 is equal to 2x, or x is equal to 40 degree, 80 by 2. This is one way of doing it. The other way is far more better, far more easy. Look, we just need to keep in mind one small property. This is a circle, this is a diameter, center. What is diameter? Diameter is something which passes through the center of the circle. So this is a diameter. Whatever angle this diameter subtends on the circumference will always be 90. Where anywhere on the circumference, this will subtend an angle of 90 degree. So let's rectify the options. Let's make this third option as 40. So what will happen now, dear students? This is 80. Forget about this 80. We know this is 50. This angle will be 90. Why? Because this is a diameter. Diameter will subtend an angle of 90 degree. One is 90, the other is 50. This angle has to be what? This angle will be 180 minus 90 plus 50 or 40 degree. Does it make sense? I'm sure it must be clear to all of you, my dear students. Let's take the next one. You can have a look over it if you want to. Let me move to the next one. Students, while reading, I think I just read this as RQO. Let's make it RQO. If we make it RQO, the solution will be like this. Okay. But what was the actual question? Let me do it again. The actual question was angle QOR is equal to 50 degree. We will do that also. It won't take that much of time. Let's do this one. Right now, what was given to us? Actually, what was given to us was this was like this. I might have read the question wrongly. Let's say this is the center. We were given, these are RQOP. Angle ROQ was given, RQOP. This is R. this is Q, this is O, this is P. This angle is how much? This angle is not given to us, only this angle is given. This angle is given to be 50 degree. Now the simple property. What is the simple property? If this chord subtends an angle of 50 degree, if this chord subtends an angle of 50 degree at the center, at this point it will subtend an angle of half of 50 degree, that is 25 degree. Okay, let's move ahead. Let's take the next one. The next question we have is, if the chord of a circle is equal to the radius of the circle, then the angle subtended by the chord at any point, I should increase the size a bit. In we have already have a diagram. In the adjoining figure, a small circle is inscribed in the bigger circle in such a way that the smaller circle touches internally the larger circle at B. The smaller circle touches internally the larger circle at B and also passes through the center of the larger circle. Okay. The smaller circle passes through the center of the larger circle. What does it mean? Okay. Of the larger circle, radius of the larger circle is 5 centimeter. So I can say this is 5, this is also 5. Smaller circle passes through the center of the larger circle. So if this is the center of the larger circle, fine. Radius is 5 centimeter and the chord AB cuts the smaller circle at C. The chord AB cuts the, this is A, okay. Chord AB cuts the smaller circle at C. This is the center. Actually, and OC is equal to 4. Okay, things become easy now. OC is equal to 4. What is the length of chord AB? Things become very easy, my dear students. Do we have to do anything? It's actually very easy. See, this is the diameter of the smaller circle. The moment they say it is a diameter, this angle becomes 90 degree. The moment you get this angle as 90 degree, what will happen, dear students? This is 5, this is 4, this will become 3. Pythagoras difference. 5 square minus 4 square is equal to 3 square or 3. So you need what? You needed initially BC. BC square is equal to what? BC square is equal to OB square minus OC square. This is BC is equal to 3. When you get this BC as 3, this AC will also become 3. Why? Because from the center of the larger circle, this is a chord, this is perpendicular, so it will bisect. So BC is equal to 3, AC is equal to 3. That way AB is equal to 6. Okay. I am sure it's clear to all of you. Let's take the next one. You can have a look over it if you want to. Well, this exercise is finished. I hope I should wind it up. So, my dear friends, I hope that is enough for today. We will meet again tomorrow. Till then, keep on practicing. Be very dedicated towards your studies. Don't merely watch videos, as I always suggest you. Kindly practice all the questions by writing so that you can crack the questions in your exam in very limited amount of time. Practice is a key to success when it comes to mathematics, when it comes to everything also, but definitely towards mathematics. So please do all the questions, write it even twice, thrice, it does not matter. Keep on practice them until and unless you become perfect in those. You can solve them within seconds. Okay, fine. With that, I'll take a leave. We'll meet again tomorrow.